So today we will be cutting our oats and barley 3 miles south of the farm. Dad's halfway down the road. Can't see him because my windows are a little dirty. Kicked his pliers on the floor. It's my holder, otherwise I could potentially wreck the seat. I gotta get the GPS turned on. I gotta switch down here for that. We don't have it keyed. There we go. I'm not sure on the acres, but I believe by the time we're done, it's about 100 acres there. Then we gotta go way north of the farm, up by Harlow, and we have oats and barley up there as well. And I think that will be ready about the same time anyway, because we seeded here first and then went up there. Let's ride. Dad and I had finished cutting the oats already. Couldn't tell you on the acres, but I got about 11 and Dad cut the rest, so I think it's close to 40 acres. He cuts way faster than me. Now we're on to the barley. And I think there's 40 acres here as well. This is a little bit thicker. Our oats wasn't in as good of shape as this. Oats was definitely thinner and less kernels in the head. And this is much better. This is a much better stand. Look at those rows. So I got busy yesterday evening. We had finished where we were last night. It's about just 50 acres, actually, 30 and 20 of oats and barley. Oh, someone forgot his checkbook. I don't know why he needs that. Now we're headed up north of the farm. Cut 150 acres of oats and barley. I think it's 80 and 70 acres. This morning I had put about 10 guards on. Usually at the beginning of the year I look over the head and always end up changing about half the guards on this header, but we didn't cut as much last year, and so none of them really needed to be replaced at the beginning of the season. But now that we've cut all of our regular hay and did quite a bit of custom work, now it was time for them to be replaced. So got that done this morning. Went and checked pastures before we left the swathers, because otherwise we'd need a ride from the field, because these things only go 15 miles an hour, so it'd be sit and duck unless someone was able to give us a ride. That's a nice big hill. here, I think there's 50 acres here. And we got 20 acres right across the pasture. Finished at a perfect swath. Usually there's always like a little strip like that north end on the drone. But worked out really well. But out of this 50 acres, I only cut 23. But I was doing more of the nice long rounds, and Dad was doing around the sloughs and little areas in between the sloughs, so he had a lot more turning to do. And I had more good going. His header is faster and more efficient compared to my header. We're gonna get this other field of barley knocked down, and then we're gonna come back and we got oats along the east side going around more sloughs. But yeah, I flew over my friend Garrett. He's him and his dad are haying right across the road here, so I thought I'd go over and see what they're up to. So Mom's giving us a ride home. We'll have to...
you have to tighten up the spinner. You left the door open.
Yeah, I saw that. One of the drums in the back, the bolt to hold it tight, came loose. We did get it somewhat tight, but we'll have to address that in the morning and get
a little more.
And get fuel to both of these rigs.
We'll have to look for parts.
Yep.
Get that coming.
That's a wrap for oats. So me and Dad are going to, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. Either we're going to take this swather home and leave that one here, and I'll return to that tomorrow because we have a little hay meadow to cut and a few ditches that we got to do. Or Dad's going to take this home. I'm going to stay in that swather and cut that tonight, but it is just about 6 o'clock. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know what we end up doing here. I got 54 acres out of 150 or so, and Dad's got the rest. I was only going around 3 miles an hour, and I bet you he was going 6 to 8 average. I'll have to ask him. Sections are all good still. We just changed his blades this morning before we got going. These are looking pretty good as well. So we're gonna leave that swather here tonight. And we're gonna bring this swather home. And Dad's gonna go try baling. And I'm gonna try to get my Model B running. Got a new carburetor.